Young Khalid ibn al-Walid, a strong and athletic young man, dressed in traditional Quraysh attire, practicing sword fighting and horse riding in the desert. The desert sun bore down intensely, the heat shimmering off the sands, yet Khalid's focus was unwavering. His muscles rippled with each precise movement of his sword, his eyes locked onto an imaginary opponent. The neighing of his horse, a fine Arabian steed, echoed through the dunes as he mounted for another round of training. His determination was evident, his spirit unbreakable. Khalid ibn al-Walid leading the Quraysh forces in the Battle of Uhud, riding his horse and charging towards the Muslim army. The battlefield was chaotic, the clanging of swords and the cries of warriors filling the air. Khalid's presence was commanding. He led the charge with unmatched ferocity. His strategy and prowess were instrumental in turning the tide against the Muslims, demonstrating his unparalleled skills as a military leader. The dust kicked up by the galloping horses formed a cloud around him, a storm of impending doom for his adversaries. Khalid ibn al-Walid standing humbly before Prophet Muhammad in Medina, showing respect and reverence as he declares his conversion to Islam. The atmosphere was solemn, the weight of the moment palpable. Khalid's demeanor had shifted from the fierce warrior to a humble servant of faith. His eyes conveyed repentance and dedication as he professed his newfound allegiance to Islam. The Prophet Muhammad welcomed him with open arms, recognizing the significance of his conversion, a moment marking a profound transformation in Khalid's life. Khalid ibn al-Walid fighting valiantly in the Battle of Mu'tah, wielding his sword and defending the Muslim army against the enemies. The battle was fierce, the odds daunting as the Muslim forces faced a much larger enemy. Khalid's leadership and bravery were beyond reproach. He fought with a fervor that inspired his men, his sword dancing through the ranks of the enemy. The tide of the battle shifted under his command, his actions earning him the title of the Sword of Allah. Khalid ibn al-Walid leading the Muslim army in the Battle of Yarmouk, standing on a hill overseeing the battle and giving commands to his officers. The panoramic view of the battlefield revealed the vastness of the conflict. Khalid's strategic mind was at work, his sharp eyes scanning the horizon. His commands were clear and decisive, guiding his forces to execute maneuvers with precision. The Battle of Yarmouk would go down in history as one of his greatest triumphs, a testament to his unmatched skills as a commander. Khalid ibn al-Walid in his later years, sitting in his home in contemplation, showing signs of wisdom and the experiences he has gone through. The years had etched lines of wisdom on his face, his eyes reflecting a lifetime of battles, victories, and transformations.